We need to get everyone's attention. It's tiny.
And I'm working on green site as well. And usually like all of the students in our studios start with the same stuff that you can see in my first stage group. We went through the process and like when we started designing like some rough ideas like these. So I tried to like make a model out of some of them. As you can see, like some of them look like this one look like this. This is here. At the end, I came up with this model and section model, but sadly I couldn't like go through the greenway, so I need to change and put the elevator inside the building. So I put the extension here, so it will become bigger. As you can see, this is the elevation facing the atrium, and this is the section of this elevation. This is ground floor plan. You enter from here. You go in. At the right there is reception and a storage area for like bags or like coats. Disabled in WC and a small room for like keeping clean and stuff. On the left is artist gallery. As you can see through the section, it's got triple height ceiling, and as you can see through the elevation, it's got northern lights, so it's going to be great help. And if you go to right and take the stairs, you'll go to the first floor. It's going to be the art gallery. Here, just like light from this way, this is the green way. And as you see the elevation, you can get the northern light as well. And at the second floor, there is a cafe. As you can see, it has like a way to greenway. This is the elevator 2 voids, so people who are in the cafe, they can see close the artist studio and art gallery if the artist want, because there's like glass here, so whenever artists want, you can like decide this level of involvement. And about the material, first I wanted like make the building out of concrete, but after the eco build, like I changed my mind. I tried to like be a bit more green. So I start to like changing the material to wood, like a specific kind of wood I found. You can see, like as you can see, the thermal insulation, like the heat capacity is even more than the concrete, so it gets warm and it stays warm. The other thing, for the around the frame of the building, we use this kind of polymer. I'm not so sure, like I just got it from like, I emailed them, they didn't answer yet. I get it from EcoBuild. And after that I decided to give this angle to the roof, so the rainwater comes here and through this, as you can see the floors, this bit of like right end of the elevator wall, there will be a pipe that goes down, and it's a small facility to pump it to the WC. And I think it would be good if we use up like solar panels on the roof, because it's facing east and west, so all day long you got light. And I did some like studies on it. It will like cost around 12 grand to make it, but in the long term, like 20 years, you're gonna have like 5 grand benefit. If you produce like 106% of electricity you need. It will like, after 25 years, it will save about 40 tons of soda. So
Make sure you write about that in your sustainability business relevant as well. Is there anything else you want to say? I think finished on you. I need to stop.
these are the sections, like 1 to 20 that one, and 1 to 50 this one, on the plan you can see.
Great. Well, well done on producing a comprehensive presentation, and it's really encouraging to see someone looking at sustainability and starting to get to the point in a scheme where you can address those things about, you know, how you're going to design the building and be energy efficient building. So that's good. You've got to that point and you're starting to think about those things. So that's really the first person we've seen today who's started to think about that, and that's really good. I think the plans are very, very neatly worked through. I think I remember we talked about the scheme before and about the different levels they're looking down, and I can see that that's sort of, you know, as it was and still working. Right. Now that's really helpful, because that describes more about this sort of slot at the front of the building than your elevation does. So it looks to me from this model, from those photographs, it looks as though you've got a sloping floor in the building. Which I started to think it's quite interesting. It's a bit like going into Tate Modern. You know, the floor in Tate Modern, where actually, you know, the turbine or the lower ground floor part in Tate Modern. And I was thinking that's quite interesting. And yet here you've got the floors coming through up here, and I was wondering how successful that was. So I suppose the question is, why do you have this big sloping kind of glazed frontage when your floor's behind
North
us?
facing.
Yeah, because it's not personal. Like this bit here is the artist where he works, so he needs light. And this bit here is the gallery in his lighthouse room. So I thought it's like these parts, I don't think that like in reception no one did like that much of light. So with this bit and this bit, I try to like a bit limit the light that gets in the building.
I don't find that utterly convincing, and I don't know that you really need it. I think there's some quite interesting things about your building, in the way that you can make a section of this double height space. I think that works really well. I think the facade and the treatment facade is kind of letting me down a bit at the minute, because I don't think it's neither well resolved nor drawn accurately. You have doors and divisions. You couldn't actually make a piece of glass that big. It would be impossible to get it delivered to site at that size. Or if you could, it would be the most expensive glass panel ever made and transported on the biggest lorry that you've ever seen. With a police escort, triple police escort, it would cost them how many million quid? You know, it's enormous. And why, Mr. Architect, why are you making your clients spend 3 million quid on a piece of glass window that I don't want because I'm going to lose all my heat through it? So, it's willful, and I